All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think I say good afternoon or good morning or good evening 3 times in a row, always, because I want you to really know I mean it, right? All right, cool. So let's let everyone get in little by little. Hello, 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 hello. Come on in, come on in, come on in. So happy Friday to everyone. And for the most part, I never know what day of the week it is because I'm here all 7 days of the week and they all flow into each other. When someone goes, Anthony, do you know what day of the week it is? I say no, right? Like I don't. All right, come on, let's give it a couple of minutes, let everyone get in. Really, really strong showing. Really great. We even have an on-call listener, which is totally cool. Someone's actually on the phone listening as well. So every day we get more members. I have to actually scroll to see all the names, which is super cool. Today we want to get into the economics of a coin. Because I do believe it is important that we at least go over the basics of how a coin is valued. Because I do believe that in the lack of education and so casually that people pretend to know how a coin is valued, a lot of people make money and a lot of people lose money. And usually the people making the money are the ones that are providing the education. Hey, Frida from Israel. And the people that lose money are the ones that are listening to it. And it's just big one pump and dump. And unfortunately, I really don't like that phrase. Dump is such a weird word to me. But there is a certain genius behind a coin. There is a certain genius behind a currency because it's like a fax machine. If you have one, it's worthless, right? But if you have a network that all adopt, transact, and have a certain level of adoption, transaction, and just a volume for it, then it works out quite well because everyone agrees by the same set of rules. Hey, now, Leon, it's seriously my pleasure. We do this 2 o'clock on Friday, so Leon can join us, and so Israel can join us, and so the other countries that are a part of our network are able to see us, right? So next week, you're going to hear me talk. All right, so we pretty much got everyone on. There's like a really packed house, so I'm not going to leave people waiting too much longer. Next week, we're really going to start introducing Rhino Coin. Now, the platform's out. We're just waiting on Apple and Google to actually do the final approval to put them in the store. Everything's done on our end. And this is just dotting the I's, crossing the T's. This is what they do, and that's fine. It's out of our hands. So when we said we were launching this Monday with all of our best intentions, we even gave it a 2-week margin of error, but Facebook and Google will want to take a little bit extra time, and that's okay, because we still have our network, our community, the people that we're accountable to, that we talk to on a daily basis. With that said, going forward, you're going to hear a lot about this coin. Because the difference between, the importance of what a coin allows us to do, and follow me if you can, it allows us to basically unionize the 99% that's so taken advantage of, right? So when we went ahead and introduced Rhino Emancipation, the core concept has never changed. It's just a matter of identifying who the correct players are. The core concept has always been there are those that are fortunate, that have the money, whether they earned it or not, they have it. And then you have many, 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 many more that do not, whether they rightfully deserve to have none or not, right? We're only talking about the numbers. 1% has 99% of the wealth, 99% have 99% of the population. So how can anyone actually succeed in that type of world, right? These people live by different rules. These people live by different rules. These people tell these people what to do. That makes sense. We all understand it. Maybe we don't like it. And that's funneled down to things like Facebook and Google, because when you have a third party that's in charge of business and non-business, and you allow them to grow that large, and when their business is data, direct messages, internet search history, who you talk to, what you say, well, then they have a level of control that is actually quite unparalleled, because they have 2 things. One, they have the ability to find out anything about anyone. And 2, they have the ability to make stuff up about anyone, because the connecting ability or their capabilities that they can then disseminate it across the globe like that. So when you have that ability, you can't cross that person, being Facebook or Google. In fact, we saw them on Congress and nothing happened. In fact, Facebook changed their name to Meta, and now their stock is up a whole bunch, right? So the only way to compete, or to at least go ahead and win your freedom back, is to create something else. Now, the natural partnership has always been between business and non-business. That's never going to change, because a business needs people to sell product and services to, meaning the power is always in the population. But like slavery, you could have an entire plantation of people that are big and strong because they're being forced and bred to work at such levels that even generations later, they're some of our best superstars, right? And I'm not a doctor or geneticist, so if any of that came out the wrong way, take it with a grain of salt. But the point of the analogy is, it's kind of like on an airplane with 9/11. You have a couple of hijackers and then you have the whole plane. Why did so many of these planes go into the Twin Towers and only one was taken down in Pennsylvania? And the point is, it's obedience. When it doesn't matter the size of the population, if they're obedient and if they believe that you could harm them, or you level them and hierarchical them, like, okay, these people are more important than these people, more important than these people, but you all answer to that person, that's the problem. That's what unions take care of. They go ahead and take the entire population of, okay, every steel worker, you're over here, because what they know, what the unions know, is if you allow one person to speak and represent the group, well, now all of a sudden things could change, because if that steel owner, right, if the company owner doesn't say something that benefits everyone, well, now people are brought together, they're coalesced, they're no longer fighting individually, right? Like anyone that has more than one child, if they all teamed up on you, you'd have quite a problem. But if you get them one by one, hey, listen, Ken, make sure Mary stays in line. Hey, Timmy, make sure Steve stays in line. Then you're able to empower some over others while they're all empowered to you. The point of the story is, that's what Rhino Emancipation's goal has been the entire way, to go ahead and find a way to coalesce our population in a responsible way, that we can go ahead and take back what is rightfully ours. Because in no world should 99% of the population be sharing 1% of the wealth. It just, you could give me many examples. Hey, Aunt, this person worked really hard. Hey, Aunt, this person hit the lottery. That's fine. I agree with all of them. But you can't give me 99% of examples and expect I'm going to agree with all of them. There is something structural. There's reasons why Nancy Pelosi could be against gun control while having armed guards right in front of her, right? Like, these things happen right in front of your face. There's a reason why Facebook could be a monopoly and be yelled at by Congress, but nothing could ever change. There's a reason why the Federal Reserve is able to print money into oblivion, and our grandchildren are the ones that are going to pay it, while Congress is allowed to trade stocks on federal interest rate up news, right? Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we all instinctually know is like, that's not good, but no one person can do anything about it. That's why when you see marches on Congress, it gets a little news, like, oh, look at them. But even now, with the advent of social media, none of those are organic. They're all by some master who says, hey, listen, we don't like that person. Let's go ahead and pay a group to go ahead and march against it. What, all of a sudden, no one cares about women's rights anymore? No one cares about Native American rights anymore? No one cares about African American rights anymore? Oh, nobody cares. Elon Musk wrote a tweet that he will solve world hunger like this by selling Tesla stock, which he's now close to worth $300 billion, and go ahead and fund the World Food Organization if they go ahead and show how they're going to spend money, if they could show their accounting. Guess what? Nothing happened. They never wrote back. Not a single media outlet reported it. Because the thing is, nobody's interested in solving your life. They're interested in selling you the solution, no. And when that makes sense, then you'll understand how the world actually works. So what is Rhino Emancipation? So the way we went ahead and identified going about this was, we were going to have business owners. Well, not we were going to, but we were going to identify business owners and eliminate their budgets completely, their marketing budgets, everything, because we built the platform that welcomes them on. and we'd allow them to then contribute to the platform, and those funds would be 100% distributed to the audience, meaning the audience for the first time ever is going to get paid to be part of the audience. Therefore, they were going to be receptive, loyal, and consider and be actually proactive to our businesses. And our businesses were going to be able to free up a whole lot of budget to lower prices, to raise hiring, and everyone sings Kumbaya together. And we'd make sure all that happens. And not by force, but because it makes sense. Hey, listen, if you don't have to spend that much money on marketing, but you're able to reach that many more customers, wouldn't it behoove you to lower the price so that you could actually, really bring on and convert as many new customers as possible? And likewise, if a company is willing to pay you just to have the privilege of marketing to you, don't you want to actually take a look at what they're doing so that you could be part of the difference in terms of rewarding that company and sending a signal to other companies? Hey, listen, they're doing so well because they're doing business like this. You should start doing business like this, and you'll have the same type of success. So all of the fundamental human behaviors of this make sense. The problem is we identified the wrong person, because these business owners are still part of the 99% that don't actually have anything. And it's not that we think having $100,000 in your bank account is not having anything, but it's not $100 million. Those people are different. The person that's 100,000 is still working his butt off every single day to provide for his family. The person that's 100 million is looking for ways to invest to go ahead and secure power for 10 generations down the road. They're different people. This person, we don't want to take their money. This person, we want to give them money. You know whose money we want to give them? We want to give them their money. So how do you do that? Well, the one thing that really, really wealthy people love doing is investing. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that I'm going to go on a war against wealthy people. In fact, I'm going to help them. Everyone wealthy does the same exact thing. They invest in what they call recognizable growth. If they can see that something's going to gain value, they invest in it. Well, more times than not, the things that they invest in only gain value if the 99% patronize it. Because here's how this works. This person has money. They want to invest in this product. This product only does successful if these people patronize it. Without these people, this product does nothing. Without that person investing in this product, it doesn't exist. Therefore, this person and this person are always natural partners. Therefore, can we set up a system that actually benefits everyone? And the answer is yes, because when you're partners, there's a thing called compromise, where unfortunately, things are going to change for those that are uber wealthy, who get everything they want because they don't need to compromise, because they say, hey, listen, if you don't like what I'm telling you, then you can kick rocks because someone else will. But if we go ahead and create a system where it's like, no, everyone is here and now you need to listen, well, then we've done something. So how do we do that? So Rhino Emancipation has put together many different programs that are all of the utmost value, the highest standards. We have a program called Rhino Wealth that I just had someone email me earlier today begging me for the code because they made 120% on their money last week, and we're offering NDA non-disclosure so that I could give them the code. I said, kick rocks, not happening. We have a program, a curriculum called Rhino University. That's a submission-based curriculum that allows you to opt in and simply submit your business plan, in which case we bring you into our system, put you on Rhino Marketplace, build out a whole app for you on Rhino Traffic. It's a really good system. Now, all of these different, the Rhino Wealth allows you to make money in the stock market. The Rhino Traffic and Marketplace allow you to make money as a business owner by bringing audience in. We have Rhino Health coming out, Rhino Dating, Rhino, a lot of different things. We have a Rhino Partnership. And instead of charging for each one of these services, we're just going to make them all free. Now, I do know that we have people on this call that have paid for services and have not been on one of these calls yet. So the first payment for everyone that's involved is in. You're going to get compensated a very generous valuation of the coin because you believed in us. So we're going to reward that. All of your future payments are canceled. So just in case you're hearing all this for the first time, beware, right? Anyway. So let's just make it all free so that we're able to welcome the entire human race to us. Now, whether they come there or not is a whole different story, right? First time here. Hey, Robbie. So first time hearing, I'm assuming. And Robbie actually is one of our customers. In fact, we just canceled one of his programs yesterday, the payments on it, not the program. And Robbie, we're going to cancel the payments on the other one as well. So stay with me here. So rather than charging everyone for each of the individual programs, let's actually create a platform, right? Well, not only do we have the platform, but let's make it all free, kind of like a town fair, right? Like you get there and you could do the animal petting, you could go get your face painted. It's thrown by the town to bring everyone in. Okay, now all of our programs have reoccurring payments on it. They're all really good programs. So I don't want to sell them anymore. I want to bring people in. Now, here's the catch-22, right? Like there's always a catch. Like what's up your sleeve, Sam? Okay. In January 2023, our platform is going to convert solely to Rhino coin, which means you're going to need to use the coin to transact on the platform. Now, mind you, all of our stuff will always be free because that's, hey, listen, you don't need to buy a single thing. Come here and we're going to do our best to increase the standard of your living and your financial freedom, et cetera, et cetera. But because we have a whole business community that operates on Rhino Marketplace and Rhino Traffic, that we will be suggesting and recommending one a day so that our audience can then patronize the businesses that we see as the winners. And these businesses are going to be very pleased with us, and they're always going to treat us quite well because we're going to be responsible for bringing them an audience. Our audience is always going to be treated very well because these businesses say, hey, listen, Anthony doesn't need to have us on his platform for free. There's probably 1 million businesses that he could have in place of us. So I'm going to do the best and deserve my position here. Therefore, all of our audience is like, wow, I have access to the best companies. In fact, the companies treat me the best because they want to stay on the platform, right? That's how the community builds upon itself. But even with those best offers, these businesses are still commerce. They make money by transacting. Hey, I have a product. Let me sell it to you. You buy it, you transact. In 2023, every one of these companies, their processing is going to be a Rhino crypto wallet, meaning they're going to be able to accept dollars. You could, as a customer, your life doesn't change at all. But as a business, every dollar, every transaction you receive automatically gets converted to Rhino coin. You then got to redeem the Rhino coin with us, in which case we stand prepared to redeem it all at the market value. Okay, so a company might be saying to themselves, Ant, whoa, this is a little different than we thought because this coin, what is this coin? Yeah, exactly. What is this coin? How do we know the market value? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is where the entire opportunity comes in that I'm going to start sharing with everyone next week. Because of what I just said being fact, that's going to happen. That coin is now an investable asset because it does not exist today, and it's going to be the only currency on a platform a year and 2 months from now. Meaning the value of that coin is completely dependent on the supply and demand of it. The supply is going to be 1 billion. Now, majority of that's going to be held in our treasury, never to be released unless the growth rate moves up. And we'll get into that starting Monday because I don't want to confuse people today with that stuff. But we have to know what the demand is. So now fast forward to 2023, every transaction on the platform is going to be converted to the coin. So how much money is being transacted on the platform on a weekly basis so that we know how much demand there is for the coin? Well, we don't know. It hasn't even happened yet. In fact, we have not done one single transaction on the platform yet. But that's what makes it an investable asset because right now it's zero. In 2023, it's going to be a number bigger than zero. What number do you get in and what number do you get out at? Because now that offers you an opportunity to get in here and get out there. Here's how that works. And here's what we're going to do for you. Because this is not a free market until January 2023, it's now a managed market, which means I own the coin, our company owns the coin, and we're going to dictate the price of the coin. In January, it's 2 cents. In March, it's 3 cents. In April, it's 4 cents, all the way up to December, where it's 13 cents. Now, okay, great. And the coin went up in value, but how can I sell it? Yes. Can I buy it? Yes. Well, how can I do that? Well, you kind of just answered your own question, right? The sellers are able to sell it to the buyers, and the buyers are able to buy it from the sellers. And that sounds like a pyramid scheme. In fact, there was a gentleman last night that said, that sounds like a pyramid scheme. And even answering his question, he was just a bozo and said, that sounds like, and I'm sure he said it enough times, even in his own sleep, that he probably dreamt of like, like Egyptians and pyramids, and good for him. Like, I hope he kicks rocks. Here's how this actually works. Because we own the platform, because we own the platform, and because it's a guarantee that the platform in 2023 is only going to be transacted in coin, we have the platform and we have the demand, which means between now and then, as long as the company is growing, the demand is increasing, which means when the demand increases, the value of the coin increases. Meaning in January 2023, we can accurately forecast the value of the coin due to the increasing growth of the transactions, because 100% of the transactions at that point will be in that coin. Okay, so that makes sense, Ann. But how are you doing like 2 cents, then 3 cents, and 4 cents? Well, the simple answer is I'm good at math, right? Like, I already did all the numbers behind the scenes. But to go ahead and offer you a little bit of color to that, if the platform is, say the platform has, I don't know, 100 members as of today, has 100 members and 0 transactions. Okay, what's that coin worth? Well, it's worth more than 0 because 100 people have it, but no one's transacting. So it's kind of worth more than 0 by like 0.0000001, right? Now, let's say next week there's 1,000 members and there's 5 transactions. Okay, we got a growth of what's that, like 1,000%. That's good. Now we have 5 transactions. Money's actually going back and forth. That's good. All right, that coin's now worth 0.000000011. Okay. Now the next week, now there's 1,500 people on the platform, and there's 17 transactions. The point of the story is my only job is to increase the members and the transactions. And the way I'm going to do so is by offering such a high level of standards and making it free to everyone. You know what then happens as that coin starts to move up in value, which I'm going to guarantee it to move up in value, which is why it's a managed market. Those people are going to say, whoa, that platform now has 1 million members doing this many transactions, and it's guaranteed to be in this coin. And there's an absolute guaranteed demand for that coin that's now global, transacting back and forth. I want that coin today. So by selling them the coin, the money that then comes in regrows and reinvests our platform to grow it larger and larger and larger, which means their investment becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Their investment in the coin gaining value actually does gain a value because everything that we do with the funds grows the value. Now, what's that mean to you? You're not just a guinea pig in this. You're not just someone I'm using for everything that I just described to you. Every member of Rhino, we're going to give 50 coin per month too. Every time a member refers and brings someone else in, we're going to give you an additional 10 coin per month for the lifetime that person's with us. You're able to redeem this coin at any point at the prevailing market rates. On top of all of that, we're going to allow you to purchase more of this coin at any point for the prevailing market rates. In fact, we're going to allow you to sell it at any time for the prevailing market rates, which means the fact that you are the platform and you see what's going on. I'm going to be live doing this 25 times a month, where we're going to be able to hold hands and say, no, guys, listen, these are the numbers right now. This is what the numbers are going to be tomorrow. This is why you should be doing this today. Where, you know, it's funny when you see a coin and stuff and you see, oh my God, they're so lucky. How did that happen? Take all that, throw it out the window. What we're going to do together is do it times 1,000,000. Because not only are we going to make a coin, but we're making it on the platform that's already built. That's the most important part. Anyone can make a currency, but if you don't have a country, what the hell is your currency worth? We have the platform. We have the audience to bring in. We have the free membership. We have the offerings. We have the services. We're bringing everything right back to you. In fact, we're giving it to you, and then we're giving you the insight of what you can do to go forward. We could say, hey, listen, there's someone about to buy 2 million worth of the coin. You should really get in it. And all the while, it's not inside information. It's not insider trading, because we have it as a managed platform. We're coming out right from the beginning, fully transparent and sharing. These are the prices for the coin, no matter what. In January 2023, when it becomes a free floating coin, guess what happens then? Because we own all the supply, I'm always going to manage the price higher. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of times you have these derelict dirtbags that go ahead and get these coins and they just throw it all over the place. They don't give an SHIT for you. They run away with their money. And it makes me want to flip a desk over because it's nowhere near okay. But you know what? That's the world we live in, and we're just going to do it better. So when the platform grows by 10%, we're only going to release a growth rate of 5% of the coin. The point is, not only is the growth rate of the platform going to support the coin moving higher, but we're going to nudge it higher by never releasing the equivalent growth rate of the coin, meaning the growth rate exponentially makes the coin of a higher value. Meaning that anyone that gets in the coin, especially at 2 cents in January, put it this way, if we go ahead and manage the coin to always increase in value, which we can, right? That's my background. That's not the hard part. And in January, everyone is committed to the coin because the crypto wallet transacts everything in coin, which means the companies that have been loving our platform for God knows how long have to redeem the coin with us, which we will 100% always give it to them, right? This isn't, oh, haha, sucker, you got stuck with the coin. Well, first of all, it's on a free floating marketplace because so they can redeem it anywhere they want, but we stand guaranteed to redeem it for them. Okay. If a coin is going up in value, is it possible that these companies might say, I'm in no rush to redeem it just yet. Actually, I have $100, redeem only 50 of it. I want to actually grow with this coin too, because I see it going up every month. Because I'll tell you something right now. If we, on top of having millions in the platform, owning the coin and buying the coin and growing the coin, we have businesses actually holding the coin on their balance sheet. Do you know what a 2-cent coin is going to look like in 2-3 years from now? How about like $5, $10, $15, $20? The point of the story is, I'm not saying, hey, listen, here you go, see you later, hope it works out for you. I'm saying that I'm going to be accountable and here with you every single day, giving you the actual statistics of what's actually happening. I'm going to be the one buying and selling it to and from you. I'm going to be the one reporting the statistics to you. I'm going to be the one telling you everything that goes on while offering all the services, while putting the whole platform and holding it together. I'm saying is, if you had the opportunity to sit next to Elon Musk every day and find out exactly what he's doing, would you have a benefit? Welcome to Rhino. So it's 2/28. It's my lovely fiance's birthday this weekend. And everyone knows, like anything else, women do not have birthdays. They have birth months. They have birth weeks. In fact, sometimes they celebrate for the entire year. I got super fortunate that mine only has a birth week, but I also birth weekend. I gave her a birth week last year. So we're going to leave it there. This is recording right now. I do want to, actually, I'm not going to put up the replay because let's be careful with this. Everyone that's in here knows exactly what happened. I will be back again tomorrow at 12. Next week, we're going to start allowing some of the coin. It has to be responsible and limited. We can't just give it out everywhere. But for those that are already in it, congratulations. Those that want to get in it, I will let you. I got no other communication. So, Robbie, the emails that we've been sending have been the link to the webinar. Here's the thing. Once the platform's actually out, which we're just waiting on Apple and Google, we're going to what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, our email list has everyone in like one big pot. I'm going to start delegating them out and sending emails to our actual members. The problem is because the app hasn't actually been released. So when you sign up to the app, we get that information, obviously, right? You have a login, you have a password. Those get segregated out into its own list, which means I can email that list all the super duper duper stuff like, hey guys, this is what's happening today. Here's the update, blah, 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 blah. So you will have email updates. What I will also say to you, and it's really good that you're saying this, we have a blog portion on distributivemarketing.com. Go there. I'm not sure that it's up right now, but I'm going to get it up to actually allow for more updates. Yeah, Monica. So I see that you're interested in the coin. Everyone's going to be interested in the coin, and I'm going to make sure everyone gets it. In fact, Monica is one of our first supporters. So Monica, in front of everyone, I want to tell you, there's a very generous portion of coin that already has your name on it. And we're canceling all the payments for your Rhino traffic going forward. So, surprise. Yeah, we're going to get, yeah, awesome. Oh my God. Yeah, no, totally cool. And actually everyone, I want to see that, right? This is a real community. Like there are real buyers, like people really know each other. So really, really cool. I'll be on again tomorrow. Hey, Laura, you're on. Ooh, Trace is on too. Laura, I've been missing you like, oh, and there's Nico, like everyone's on. Laura, I do want to offer you to get more coin. She's one of our founders, so that's why I'm saying it out loud. She also lives in, is it Singapore or Malaysia? So our time zones are always different. But she always makes fun of me for wearing plaid, but I'm not wearing plaid today, so nanny poo poo. Anyway, so we'll leave it there. I'll be back tomorrow at 12. I'm going to kind of share what I've shared today. Next week, we're going to have it much more dialed in so that we can start allowing you to participate in the offering. And let's go from there. So really, really cool. I'm super stoked. Yeah, everyone's really, really excited. And the thing is, there comes a time in history where you just need someone that says, enough's enough, follow me, let's get it done. And I act in your interest. And if it's me, it's me. So I love everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.